We're live at 5, Mom. We're live. Live.
Oh, live at 5.
We're live. We've been looking forward to this all day, right?
Oh, absolutely.
yeah,
all week.
We're so happy you're here. So we're celebrating live at 5. Live at 5. Do you have it? Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we are.
Hey, thanks everybody for joining us. This is Pollyann Baird, my mother. And I'm Lynn Kitchen. And you're here, live at 5. We're so happy.
We are waiting for you to listen to our message.
That's right. So go ahead and put your name in the chat. Tell us where you're calling in from. And if you're live, and if you're on a replay, put the letter R and just, enjoy this and give us your, how about your pick? Give us your pick for March Madness.
Oh, that's too easy.
Oh, really? You think it's easy? What's your pick for March Madness?
All right, good question.
Guess what? We're here to talk about first March Madness, which is Mother's favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And then second, we have a wonderful topic that has been a request. It's been a request from a couple of people, but it has to do with what's so common in sports, and that is
winning and losing.
Winning and losing.
Winning and losing. I mean, we have to have a winner and we have to have a loser. How do they respond?
Mm-hmm. How does it all work out?
We respond in life to winning and losing.
Good point, Mom. So, hey, for those of you who've been following, Mother has something special to show you. This is March Madness, and I'm going to cover myself up. This is the bracket.
I'm still here. Hi, Lenny.
And go ahead and show them.
There we are. Here's Monday, Kansas and North Carolina. What a surprise.
What a surprise. Who is your choice? Give us Kansas or North Carolina. Who do you want to win?
Yeah, we have their cups too. Oh,
who do you want to win?
Oh, Kansas, of course.
Kansas, of course.
Yes, and they won. Their coach he's special. Show the mugs.
Okay, we found this. Mother has a collection of college basketball mugs.
I do.
And she happens to have one of each of the finalists. Now, show them this one, Mom.
This is the Jayhawks. Where are we? There we are.
The Jayhawks, Kansas City. No, Kansas University.
Kansas University.
Jayhawks. So that is like a bird, a hawk.
Yeah, it's
right there.
A jayhawk. Apparently, it's a prairie bird. Yeah, prairie bird.
And they hawk maybe. And then here's one with North Carolina. And why don't you talk about that one?
North Carolina Tar Heels. The Tar Heels.
Tar Heels. Have you ever seen a Tar Heel?
I just saw that picture of the foot with the Tar Heel down there.
Isn't that amazing? Right there.
And then their logo, which is always on the screen, North Carolina.
North Carolina. So we would just love to find out, what's your choice? Who would you love to win?
But both of them have been a long time waiting for this opportunity. So it's going to be a great game. Monday,
that's tomorrow. And so that'll be the final. But why don't you talk a little bit about what you told me? There was a story, Mom, about the loss of Duke. When Duke lost the game, the quarterfinal game, the semifinal game, I mean.
Yes.
There was a final. That was last night. Mm-hmm. There was a final moment when coach, what was his name?
K.
Coach with a K, capital K. Kakrowski or
something.
Oh,
wait a minute. Oh, gee.
Karowski.
No, don't do that.
Just tell the story.
Oh, anyway, he was walking out of the arena and he said, when you lose, it's all right to cry, but you cry with grace. You cry with disappointment. but you don't cry in madness. You don't cry with punching and anger.
You're part of a wonderful thing that's going on here,
Right.
basketball.
Yeah.
So you said that was his last performance because he's retiring.
He's retired.
Or maybe his last interview. And you said also that the boys of the Duke were so disheartened that they lost, that they were in the locker room crying.
That's when he said that. You may cry. It's okay to cry in loss. But you cry I added with grace. For some reason, his words were erased from the television because of the noise, but I'm adding with grace because that's the way he thinks.
That is the way he thinks. So how do you think in terms of winning and losing? And maybe you've had some time in your life when there's been some loss. And so we've had a few requests recently from some of you who want Mom to talk about, as she looks back on her life, and she's almost 99, as she looks back on her life, I'm sure there are disappointments that you look back on, Not everything that you look back on is a disappointment, but when you find them, when you find a disappointment that you look back on in your life, how do you deal with it? How do you deal with losses? And one person asked, "Oh, how do you forgive? How do you forgive others, and how do you forgive yourself?" And Mother's been talking to me about that today. Want to talk a little bit about that, Mom, in terms of your take on it?
Oh dear, I don't think I'm ready.
She's always ready. She's live at
Wait
5.
a minute.
She's live at 5. Okay, let's do a different topic.
All right.
Different topic.
I don't know.
Sorry.
That's a 99-year-old response.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Different topic. Let's go to another topic. What about?
Actually, I'm in such pain. I can't quite concentrate.
This happened last week. I'm so
Yeah, it
sorry.
did.
Okay, let's get rid of this pillow.
Well,
let's get rid of this pillow real quick.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to try something else. Okay, there we go. Sit down. Now let's try this.
All right.
Here we go.
See.
Sorry about that, everybody. This is part of our life.
Yep. It's either in my head or in my behind.
So once again, let's start
better.
over. Let's start over. Welcome to Club 90s.
Yeah. All right, let's finish basketball. It's going to be determined Monday night.
Tomorrow is the winner. And you've really enjoyed basketball. It gives you life.
Oh, for probably, I can't remember. I first discovered basketball in the back sunroom in Cairo, Egypt with Leslie, my daughter Leslie.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That I've been following them ever since. And I've been able to pick the winners, but I think everyone's bracket is broken this year.
Yeah, everyone's bracket is broken. Ah, that's so funny.
But I am so excited to have Kansas in the final four.
Yeah.
Final two. Yes.
Final two. Tomorrow
is going to be. But it's interesting to hear because I always thought, North Carolina has always won. But they too have not won that much, just once. So it's going to be a real challenge.
Do you think it'll be a close game?
It has to be a close game.
High scoring, maybe? No, not because of the defense. They're strong in defense.
They're
both
good.
Teams.
Yeah,
both teams are strong.
Yes, they are, and then they don't do fouls until the end, when that means it's to slow the game down.
Interesting.
Try to get the ball. That's why they foul. They want the ball, and they can't get it any other way.
So we've been watching these final games. It's been pretty exciting. Pretty darn exciting.
Liddy comes down, gets in bed with me, and we watch them.
We watch them. And then that's when I bring out my cheerleading skills, and they go, rah, rah, sis, boom, ba. Right?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. We We learned all about basketball and football and baseball by being cheerleaders.
Yeah.
All the rules. So that was the good thing.
And I have to look at the score with my binoculars because I can't see the screen.
That's right. She does. She uses her binoculars. Look at this. This is how she watches TV because she's lost her eyesight. So she has to watch television just to see the scores. Otherwise, she can't really see the people anymore. But she likes the noise. Which
It's
is
the
really
commentators that I count on. They have to be good.
Yeah.
Jay Billis is my favorite. But he's very, certain teams he commentates.
Exactly. That's fun.
Anyway, it's going to be over Monday. And then what is there? Are we coming into summer?
Eventually.
All summer.
What to do next?
I don't watch baseball. I don't watch hockey.
So what's next is the question.
Right now they're still talking football, but they're getting their teams organized and not much will come till August. We won't talk about that.
No, it's like what's next is the cool thing.
Yeah.
That's a good transition to the topic that you wanted to talk about is purpose.
Good for you, Lynn. Yes. We have a listener. What's his name?
A listener. I don't remember his name, but we have a listener who's requested.
Ellen's
friend.
Ellen's friend. And I can't think of his name right now. Anyway, he wanted to talk about purpose.
What do you think about purpose? What is purpose? Is it what's next, or is it what gives you life, or what helps you understand purpose?
Purpose. I can't answer that. I'm not thinking well today.
It's okay. I'll tell you what, we just were going to say thank you for everybody to be here. And look how many people are here. We have Ellen. We have, Isolde Kuhn from Germany. Thank you for being here, Isolde. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Teresa Santiago, blessings to you, Teresa. Oh my gosh, it's the first time you've been here in a long time. And my friend, Teresa. Sandra Medrano. Oh my gosh, it's wonderful for you to be here. That's Sandra Chibon's sister.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Hello, dear.
And Nada Hogan. Oh, thank you for being here, Nada. Kimberly Marie is here. Denise Griffiths. Did you see what we have here, Denise?
Oh, yes.
We have this.
He's with me
all the time, all day long, every day. And Debbie Roque is here, and we have a full house. Even Shauna is here. Shauna.
Oh, Shauna.
Shauna's in the house. We have Shauna.
Ellen.
We have Melody Templeton is here. We have a full house.
Whoa.
And so, someone from Germany and someone from Zubi from Pakistan. Thank you,
stay
Zubi.
Awake, Zubi? Oh,
Zubi's awake.
You.
And guess what? This is an international group. All here to see you.
And I'm not performing well today. My brain is not working.
You know what? At 99, we're going to give you some slack. Let's give her some slack. What do you think? Is everybody, you want to give her some love? Put those hearts in there. Because I put her on the spot a lot. I say, okay, now let's talk about this. Boom.
I usually can, but I don't know. My back is not in the greatest shape today.
That happens, right? So what happens to you when you're not in the greatest shape, everyone? We wanted to talk tonight about what do you do to add grace to aging. And these are issues. These are issues that all of us face. I spoke to a friend of mine who had told me that she watches Mother and me, and she said, I'm so inspired because you don't really see a mother-daughter team like this very often that talks about aging. That talks about aging with grace.
Right.
And also that talks about, the warmth that we have for each other. Right.
Yes. I think that even we can understand each other's language.
we have codes. We have codes. But also, we have to give each other some space and some slack because there is a time when you make mistakes in life. So what about you? are there any times when you might look back? Mother's looking back on 99 years in her past, and sometimes there are mistakes that she's made. And sometimes when she makes those mistakes, it's like you have to forgive people.
Okay. Yes.
Sometimes you have
in your lifetime, you will always come up with forgiveness.
Mhm.
Forgiveness for an overlooking, for not treating you the way they should, letting you down, whatever it is. But you'll get over it. But don't dwell on it.
Mhm.
And turn that, what's it called?
The loss?
The disappointment,
Mhm.
the grieving, turn it. You're allowed to grieve over any misstep, but move on, because there are greater things waiting for you. And that's what I always found is what's next. And in every decade of my life, and I've written it in my book, and I can tell you, and right now, at 99, I say, what's next? Because I don't know how long I'm going to be here. So there has to be something. And this cocktails at 5 is what's next.
Yeah, it keeps her alive. It keeps her. So what keeps you alive? There's somebody who had asked about purpose. And so Mother was saying, well, what am I going to talk about? How am I going to talk about purpose? And so I said, well, why don't you just say, what is it that would bring you alive? What is it that could create more aliveness in you?
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you find within yourself that you love thinking about? And Mother says, what's next? She loves to have a purpose that expands.
Yes, but what's next? And as she says this, I'm remembering that this one person was saying, the days are, I don't know, complaining. And I said, well, when you wake up in the morning, what do you think about? What the day is going to be. I said, no, you need to think about what's next. You need to think about production. What is that word?
Yeah, the courage to make decisions for what's achievements. Is that what you're looking for? Achievements or?
No, I wanted her to say the first thing, what have I never thought about before?
Oh, a new question. Ask yourself a new question.
Yeah, ask yourself a new question. And it changes the morning. It changes your attitude. My Mr. Happy kind of does that. I put a message out on the front porch every day for the people who pass to think about. And
it is. It's awesome. So when you wake up in the morning, it's like having the courage to ask yourself a new question you've never asked yourself before. We've talked about that in the past. That's Mother's favorite thing to do in the morning. But also the other thing is no whining. That's a rule.
Yeah.
And then another thing is look for a surprise waiting.
That's the next one. Yes, that's Mr. Happy's next post. A surprise is waiting. And that's fun. If you wait for, and it's not a surprise like, oh, I opened a drawer and there's something I've lost before. You'll find it. Once a surprise waiting is fun.
It's a fun way to start your day, just by the expectation of something good to happen.
Right.
It might be a revelation. It might be an idea. It might be, just a movement forward. So what would that be for you? Why don't you put in the chat the one thing that you would love to wake up to and have a sweet surprise waiting for you? Put it in the chat. That would be fun.
Oh boy, that's it.
What could be a sweet surprise?
That's a challenge.
We're moving into the springtime, and here we are, April, and this is our first Sunday of April. We should end on this high note, don't you think? The
All
first
right.
Sunday of April, Mother has these beautiful flowers that springtime flowers, and we want to give beautiful shout outs to everyone to have.
We have such a nice list. You people are so gracious, so great to come and listen to us today.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
And also to give us your votes. It looks like we have a few people who like Kansas, and there are other people who want North Carolina. We should count them up. How many Kansas and how
Ooh,
many
yeah.
North Carolina? I don't know, Mom. We should
Please.
figure it out, and then whoever. What do you think, Kansas or North Carolina?
I don't know, but
Here's to the winner.
I would be happy with either one. Isn't that funny? Yeah.
Here's to the winner. Let's all be winners.
Yes.
And more than that, let's be happy. Let's be in the springtime mood. Find something that brings you joy. Think on that. Think on what it adds grace to your aging process. And more than ever, now more than ever,
that can maybe something that today you found something that will solve a problem.
yeah. Have a beautiful week, everyone. Thank you for joining us. It just warms our heart that you're here for the first Sunday of April.
Yes. And
it's Mother's birth month.
yes.
So we're going to have a big month.
Looking forward to continuing each week. We get another week with our visitors. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for celebrating with us. Bye for now.
Bye.